you may all well and know, of course, Euro 2020 will take place this summer, but there's another major international tournament also taking place at around about the same time. I'm talking about the Copa America, and I've got my early predictions coming at you next. Again with another video today. We're taking a look at the early door predictions for Copa America, and we're going to take a look at Group A in just a second. If you're new to the channel, where the heck are you been, boys? Smash your subscribe button to keep you bang up to date with all things Copa America related, Blackburn Rovers related, world football related. We're going to know here on No One Ruski. That's right, boys and girls. We're going to go to South America, boys and girls. I'm right. Keep an eye on, of course, the likes of Messi, Neymar, and maybe even big bad boy Brereton. That's right. Could he get a call up for Chile? Probably not. But anyway, we're going to take a look at that in just a second. Of course, a big shout out to the VIPs. Excuse me, who are they? They are the Patreons. Thank you for your continued support behind the scenes. And again, check out the links down below on Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, and of course, Discord is wide open. That should be on the screen right about now. But today we're going to take a look at our Group A predictions as close to the tournament. Of course, I should have thought I'd done one of these already, but I didn't. And it's actually been, fortunately, I didn't do it because it has changed. Of course, traditionally or initially, it was meant to be 12 teams taking part, but only 10 now remain. Of course, 2 guest nations have since been removed, and in this group it would have been, I think it would have been Australia. Australia was supposed to be in Group A, but they are no longer there. So, who is there? Well, we'll take a little look, a quick gander right here, right now. You can have a quick overview of the teams up across here. We have Chile, of course. They are one of the host nations alongside Colombia. They come into this ranked. Do they have a FIFA ranking? They are currently 8th in the world. Of course, were once ranked as high as first. Of course, that was back in multiple times. I think as highest or as recently as 2017. But of course, currently ranked 8th in the world. Of course, talisman will be Lionel Messi. Has yet to win an international tournament of any caliber, and of course managed by Leonardo Scaloni. Of course, alongside them we have Chile, of course, that's right, currently managed by Martin Lazardate, of course captained by Claudio Bravo. The most caps, of course, Alexis Sanchez, who I think will still be involved in this. He's had a bit of a hot and cold season over in Internationales. Currently ranked 19th in the world, down 2 spots since the last ranking. Their highest was ever 3rd back in 2016. But those days seem long gone. I think their golden generation is on the back burner right now. Chile. Also joining them will be Paraguay. That's right. Managed by Eduardo Barrizio. Captained by Gustavo Gomez. Their most top goal scorer was, of course, Roque Santa Cruz, who I don't think will be involved in this. I think he's just retired. I think he's just going to fall too short. Let's have a quick look at him, see if he's any hope. Who plays a striker for Captain's Paraguay Club Olympia and Paraguay National. He might be there. He might bloody be there. Bloody hell. I don't think he will be there, but he might be there. We'll see. We'll see if he have they announced the squads? I don't think they have. Anyway, of course, they ranked currently 35th in the world, as highest once as 8th back in 2001. And the lowest was 103 back in 1995. Alongside them would be Uruguay. Decent team in this one. Oscar Tavares manages them. Diego Godin is your capitano, of course. A lot of responsibilities landing on the shoulders of Luis Suarez and Cavani, of course. Goals in them. Currently ranked 9th in the world. They were once ranked as high as 2nd. Of course, former World Cup winners. They've won multiple Copa Americas as well. Quite a lot of them. A lot of the bad boys. Kicking on forward, finally, is Bolivia. That's right. Managed by Cesar Farias, captain by Marcelo Moreno. The most caps was Ronaldo Ronaldes. Currently ranked 81st in the world. They are the underdogs. Once ranked as high as 18th back in 1997. I think they were in amongst the World Cup in 1994, I don't know. But anyway, this is the breakdown here. We're going to go through each and every one of these matches and kind of give you an overview of what we expect, or what I expect for this. We'll be covering the tournament in much more detail than this. This is just my early door predictions, which I wanted to make prior to the tournament itself. And of course, once we've done both groups, we'll do a knockout video as well, with of course the rules that apply to which team finishes where, and it'll all be made apparent to you at the end of this video. So let's take a look at the first match, of course, which will take place in Buenos Aires. Of course, Argentina are hosting it. Of course, so they'll be one of the favourites. I'm not too sure about how many people will be in attendance, but it will take place on the 13th of June. That's right. It's a little bit after. Is it a little bit after? I think a couple of days after the Euro 2020 kicks off. So I do anticipate Argentina to be a strong team in this group, and I think they'll come out quite comfortably. The good point for a lot of these nations is there's 5 teams in the group, and the top 4 qualify through to the quarterfinals. So you can afford a couple of little slip ups. I don't think Argentina will do that, but they'll open up their campaign with a sticky wicket up against Chile, and I think it will be a 2-1 win though for Argentina to get up and move it in the right direction to get themselves, of course, 3 points in the bag. Chile will, of course, look to rectify the right in the next match, I'm sure. Of course, in the same match day, match number 1, part 1, I guess, is Paraguay up against Bolivia as well. That'll take place a day later on the 14th of June, and I'm going to go with a Paraguay win on this one. I do anticipate Bolivia to struggle. They are the lowest ranked nation, I believe, in this tournament, so I do think they'll find their points quite slim in this regard. Into match number 2, again, one team is rested on this regard. It is Uruguay rested for match number 1. Prior to that last game will take place in Mendoza, also in Argentina. The next match, of course, match number 2 will be Chile up against Bolivia. That will also take place in Mendoza, the same venue, of course. That'll take place on the 17th of June, depending on where you are in the world. Your kickoff times will vary. I'm not too sure about me. It might be a good time for me. It might be pretty shitty for you guys. But anyway, anticipate Chile to bounce back, of course, with a 2-0 win to give themselves, of course, their first 3 points on the board. 4 points anyway, and they, of course, move them an edge closer to maybe a second round berth. Speaking of second round berth, Argentina up against Uruguay, another difficult match. They're getting their first 2 difficult ones out the way in the first time of asking. Again, 18th of June, this match will take place, and it'll take place in Cordoba. That's right. I think it will be tough. I think it will end up in a draw on this one, which will keep both sides unbeaten. Of course, Uruguay just playing the one time so far. Argentina 2 games yet to taste defeat, of course. Moving into match number 3, the day off will be for Bolivia on this one, and it'll be Uruguay up against Chile. That's right, over in Mendoza as well. Match number 9. This will be the 9th match of the championship as well. Taking place on the 20th of June. Of course, Uruguay coming into this on the back of that draw against Argentina. Will fancy their chances up against Chile. I think they'll get the win as well with a 2-1 win to take themselves also closer to the next round as well. Of course, as anticipated, it looks like Bolivia are struggling. Meanwhile, same match day, Argentina up against Paraguay. Bolivia on the day off. It will be a 2-0 win for Argentina on the 21st of June as well. Taking place in Buenos Aires, this bad boy, to get Argentina edge closer. Again, unbeaten and only conceded the 1 goal so far. Scrap that, 2 goals so far to their name. Into match day number 4 out of this group, it'll be Argentina with a day off. Bolivia will take on Uruguay on this one, and then it'll be a 2-0 win for Uruguay again to remain unbeaten. A bit of a good strong start to the qualifying campaign for them. Again, Bolivia look home and hosed and already out the competition, it looks like, as of this one. Take place on 23rd of June at the Estadio Mario Alberto Kempes out in Cordoba as well. Next up, same match day, of course, but a little bit later on the second day, it'll be on the 24th of June. It'll be Chile against Paraguay. Must win, I think, for Paraguay, but unfortunately, they're only going out result. They'll get a draw. Again, Chile not looking that good, but just getting enough points, I think, to easily go through to the next round as well. Into the final match day for this group, it'll take place on the 27th of June, and it'll be Argentina up against Bolivia, of course. Probably first versus bottom, you would think. And it'll be a 2-0 win for Argentina to, again, remain unbeaten throughout the qualifying campaign. And I think Bolivia didn't even pick up a single point. That's how bad I think they'll struggle in this one. Meanwhile, same match day, same time, same kickoff as well. Bit of again, it could decide who goes top, who goes out. Uruguay against Paraguay, and I think it'll be a 2-1 win for Uruguay. Again, that match, the Uruguay one will take place in the Estadio del Estero, which I'm not sure where that is. But anyway, of course, Argentina will play in Buenos Aires, the capital. Anyway, that's the matches out in Group A. What's that done to the overall positioning? Here we go. Let's take a little look at it. Of course, in 5th, no questions asked, is Bolivia. Just no points on the board. Not even scoring a goal. Wow. They're going to be there. The chief whipping boys, of course, for this tournament. Meanwhile, into 4th and going through, and as of course the last spot will be Paraguay, picking up 4 points. Well play to you. Of course, I'll be cheering you on in the next stages, of course. Just winning 1 win, 1 draw, scoring 3 goals, conceding 5. Into 3rd, it will be Chile on the same amount of points as a Paraguay, but guess what? They can save themselves for the next round and maybe go a little bit deeper in the competition than they expect. Of course, you got 4 points there. If you could just about see see it in my thing. Into the runners-up spot, it will be Uruguay with 10 points. No defeats for them as well, looking very, very good. Picking up 3 wins, a draw, scoring 7 goals, conceding 3, though, along the way. And joining them at top, well, the same amount of points will be Argentina. Of course, a little bit of a blip. Of course, that blip was against Uruguay. Of course, both sides finishing with 10 points. But one goal difference better off Argentina than Uruguay, conceding less than they did against Uruguay. So, of course, that's the situation out in Group A. We'll take a look at Group B tomorrow. But what does that mean? Let's take a quick look at what that means. This is what it will boil down to. This is the next stage, is the knockout competition. We have, of course, 8 teams from the 10 will go through to the knockouts. And, of course, this is the path that will be followed. And, of course, this is how this will represent that. Of course, I've already done Group B, at least the homework anyway. And if you're very, very good at your badges, you'll know who they will be up against. But anyway, this is who I'd say, or how it will pan out in the knockout stages for the teams out in Group A. Of course, we've got Uruguay up here alongside Argentina. Then we have, of course, Chile and Paraguay. But, of course, we'll have to find out who officially will join them in the knockout stages tomorrow. Of course, make sure you come back for that one. And, again, we'll take a look at the knockout stages maybe a day later as, of course, this tournament edges close. And, again, this is just my early door picks. I've not even seen the squads. I've not seen how it all pans out. Form. There's some World Cup qualifying games prior to this which could make or break the nation's momentum moving forward into the actual tournament. So these are my early door picks. I should have made them a long time ago, but of course I've been very, very busy the past few months, so I never really got to this. But we're doing it right here, right now. And again, we'll take a look match day by match day as, of course, the matches getting into it. What do you think? Do you think I'm right with Group A? Let me know your thoughts and opinions down below. Am I a bit harsh with giving Bolivia 0 goals and 0 points, or am I pretty much close to the money? Let me know your thoughts and opinions in there. Also, check out the links. I'm on Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, and Patreon as well. Check out that if you want to help me boost the channel in another way. You can become a new best mate for life. Check that out. Also, check out the Discord. It's free to open. You can be there chatting amongst this about the Copa America. I am looking forward to this one because of the Euros. Yes, I am excited about the Euros, but this works more into my schedule. Of course, more the kickoff times are more appropriate, so we'll be hopefully doing some watch-alongs with these as and when they come around. But that's it, my friends. That's all I've got for you. Check out the links down below. I'll see you soon. Give us some love and smash the thumbs up, smash the subscribe if you're new. I'll see you soon for tomorrow's action.